Hello everyone, I'm Niiniifc and this is Blue Lines TV, and today I'm bringing you guys another Q&A live stream, and apologies for the delay today. I'll just be honest with you guys, I was still eating my food. Obviously I was kind of dumb. I realized I didn't put the food in the oven, as in I didn't set the temperature. So yeah, obviously I had to eat before I did the stream, so I didn't want to eat afterwards. It would have been way too late. So apologies for that delay, of course, my bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm here for the Q&A live stream. It's good to see everyone. How's everyone doing? Niiniifc the Ghanaian king. Soon come, bro, soon come. What's everyone saying? From Grant. Okay. Dravid Brownini, why is Marina wasting our goddamn time? I can sense everyone's feeling that frustration. Stanley Miles, win or lose, or do absolutely nothing throughout the summer. Up the Blues, of course. Regardless, we're going to be Chelsea fans anyway. So, again, we like to suffer a bit. Obviously, Conte's been preparing us for the suffering since he arrived. So, you know, if this was last summer and this shit was happening, it would have been worse. But I think people have kind of accepted the suffering a lot more. How's everyone doing? Ignore that guy on Twitter, bro. Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest too. I keep being a little bitch on Twitter, reacting to everything all the time, like an insecure idiot. I need to stop doing that. I guess, you know, it's human nature. It's like, oh, you don't like being misunderstood. But the thing is, when people are obviously hating on you online, they're not hating on you with context. It's without context. So again, you're never going to win with them guys. So everyone tells me to stop doing it. I'm going to listen to you guys. I'm going to start acting more light-skinned. And I'm going to like block out all the hate. Okay. Bernardo Barreto, Nini. Did you see that video by that crackhead who called you out? What a pathetic piece of shit that guy really was. Yeah, I did see that guy. Obviously, I used to see some of his videos before, and I didn't used to rate what he was saying because he sounded bare delusional, if I'm being honest. He was pity for the fact that he was just entertaining with his stupidity, you know what I mean? But a lot of people were sending me a video he was sending to me. He said about me online, and it's just embarrassing. When I was saying that shit at the end, you're gonna start, you know, try talking about my girl. Like, please, some old like 50-year-old man too. Bro, it's embarrassing. And that's just like, all of us are way younger than that old man. It's just like, he's shown us the example of how not to be when you age. You know what I mean? So I can't even imagine how peak life is for him. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I'm still winning, so I don't really care, to be honest. McDonald's vouchers needed. Yes, of course, of course. You know what? And this is what really angers me too, because I did find that part funny when he said it. And I'm getting angry because it's like, I shouldn't be laughing because he's been talking so much smack to me. But when I heard the McDonald's part, something just came out of me. And I'm still angry with myself for laughing at that. I'm not going to lie, but... He said that Roman pays me with McDonald's food vouchers. Ah, what a prick. What an actual prick. But anyway, you guys, come on, I'm getting distracted now. Send me some questions. It's the Q&A live stream, not the, you know, Nini talking about his live stream. So I'm going to answer some of your questions now. You're going to have me for the next hour and a bit. So yeah, you guys. Okay, Harry Lee. Who was the Prem striker you were talking about the other day? You know what? I'm going to just tell you guys who these players were I was talking about. Of course, I was told this stuff like 2 weeks prior. And, I mean, it's already come out now from Matt Law and The Telegraph and The Guardian. But the main targets, which I was hoping to do a video on for next week, which I won't be able to make exclusive now, you know, they were Sarri, Martial and Leon Bailey. As in, like, proper goods confirmed targets that the club are looking to do. Obviously, I've got some deets on those guys, so I can provide some further context that wasn't provided in those articles. But, I mean, it's no secret anymore. I might as well just say, you know, it was Martial, Leon and Sarri. They are the 3 main targets the club are looking at in terms of trying to secure. So I like the sound of all of them. And do I think they're all impossible to get? I don't think so. So again, it's going to be exciting. Once we just confirm this manager, get this shit out of the way, then we can start focusing on transfers then. So they are the 3 guys. You know, let me know what you guys think. Sarri, Martial, Bailey, are you guys happy with that? Okay, Salmon King, is it still Sarri or possibly Zidane now? Zidane stuff, I mean, please, I don't know where that's come from. There's nothing in regards to Zidane. That's just people trying to put 2 and 2 together. I can say though, with again, with this whole Sarri situation, it's just gonna be. I know I sound boring, but it's literally gonna be a case of just being patient. Of course, the club can afford to pay the 8 million. It's the fact that they don't want to, because they're trying to. The club will happily negotiate just to save $1 million if it came down to that. You know what I mean? It can be frustrating, but it's not as if we're in the middle of the World Cup. It's still got another 3 weeks before that starts. So again, still a tiny degree of patience on our part. I think they will get it sorted. Of course, when I was touching upon the legality matter in that last video I did on Sarri, and that's the reason why I haven't done any more videos on Sarri, because there really isn't anything to add or say. I mean, everyone should know the picture by now. Me hearing one slight detail isn't enough to change everything I've been reporting to you guys already, to be honest. So everything still stands as it is. And yeah, remember, the club's in lockdown mode. This is why you're not hearing new stuff coming out every single hour. A lot of people from Italy are talking a lot of shit. Let's be serious. You know, how many times are these reports getting conflicted? Who was the guy that kept talking about how Sarri was going to go to Zenit, which I didn't understand why he kept going on about that. So this is what I mean, you guys. There's going to be a lot of shit coming out. This is like easy click territory now, you know. Anytime someone reports anything that's going to scare the fan base, they're going to click on that. You just monetize that website. You know what I mean? Oh shit, nigga. Oh shit. Ah, I hate being so clumsy. Ay, ay, ay. All my green tea fell on the floor. I was looking forward to sipping that too. You guys got to give me 1 second. I've got to get a towel. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm back. Ay, fuck's sake. I don't even know how the fuck I did that then. Fucking stupid. Sorry about that, you guys. Yep. The green tea had to suffer. Again, every hour I take when it comes to my drink or my food, I blame it on Conte. You guys saw me struggling to get some pasta on the plate. You saw them photos on Twitter of everything going in the sink. I blame Conte. But yeah, let me get serious now. Questions, you guys. And remember, if you want your question prioritized or spend time on, super chat button is there. So that is why it's there. Okay, Abdel Kuba, will Chelsea buy any player before the World Cup? Well, you know what? It's going to come down to speculation. Because what you're asking me is my educated guess. Because again, there's nothing coming out stating that there will be a definitive signing. I mean, the one that sticks out in my head is Lewandowski. Of course, I was reading something from a Poland reporter, where I think when Lewandowski was asked about Chelsea, he gave some opinions like he wouldn't even be opposed to signing for us. Again, a few years ago, I think during when he was at Dortmund, he said that the clubs he liked in England were United and Chelsea. So again, he's not opposed to it. It just comes down to negotiations, and nothing's impossible in football. So I think if that was one where there needed to be a deadline before the World Cup, that would be Lewandowski, because he himself has stated that he wants to secure his future before the start of the World Cup. So yeah, that's my answer to your question. Okay, forward thinking, what's up, Manini? Honestly speaking, do you feel that Coquelin has finally stopped spinning after what happened to him at the Garden of Eden? I don't know what he's at Valencia now. I don't even know what he's doing there, to be honest. But yeah, I think he's finally stopped. I think he had to go to a new country to stop spinning, bro, if I'm being honest. Word is Courtois leaving. Again, you guys, you would have remembered me on this channel talking about doing a Courtois video. You guys who watch the live streams, I mean, there's a reason why it's good to watch them, because a lot of times I am revealing, like, you know, inklings of this and inklings of that. Yeah, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was talking about the fact that it looks like the club could potentially sell Courtois, and there were goalkeeping targets being looked at. Again, that's another video for next week. I'm going to go into detail with, and obviously provide greater context to the story. But again, everything's just coming out now, to be honest. But again, I'll have some people on Twitter who would say to me, "Oh, Niini, all you do is see all the stories that happen and report on it afterwards." But you can't win with some people. Yes, Kemal AA, you guys, if you want to support an up-and-coming Chelsea YouTuber, he's only a young kid. Obviously, it's good that his passion for Chelsea is there. He's trying to use his passion for Chelsea in a very positive manner. His name is Kemal AA. That is Kemal AA. Give him a watch, give him a view. You know what I mean? He's young. If he keeps this up, who knows what's going to happen in the next few years. But anyway, his question is, what do you believe is the real reason why Abramovich halted the stadium plans? Again, I had shit to do today because I was planning on obviously releasing that video today. Gonna have to release it tomorrow. Yeah, again, I've already finished the script, thank God, but I just had no time to edit it. There's I mean, this answer will take me so long. You know what I mean? I think it's best that you just watch it in the video tomorrow, to be honest. I think that will fully explain everything because I don't want to spend like 5 minutes on that answer. So yeah, sorry I couldn't answer it, but tomorrow the video will be there. And you guys, if you want to obviously give him a look, that is Kemal AA. Other questions, Jay Finesse in my ears. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Read my oh shit, super chats. Damn, I'm really slow tonight, you guys. That's the thing, like I've just been so like busy today. I'm just not even fully prepared, so obviously I apologize for that. Okay, come on you snake, hurry up. Come on you snitch, hurry up. I'm just loading up the super chats now. Come on, hurry up, you snake computer. Okay, it's coming. Alright, cool. Josh Cooper, bro, thank you for the super chat. Your question is, so, Laurent Blanc, it is. Honestly, again, you know what, I will say, here's the thing. You know what, actually, it's a live stream. I'll say a few things I probably won't say in any videos. Obviously, I've been hearing a lot of things that aren't concrete, and if nothing is fully concrete, or let's say it's just my source giving his opinion or whatever, then obviously I'm not going to put that in a video. You know what I mean? Because I'm not just like any clickbait guy that's going to look to just post anything and everything on a video. You know what I mean? I'm not like them Twitter accounts. But he was telling me there's a few possibilities. I mean, now he was saying that one is the fact that obviously with the legal issues with Sarri, that could be something that could potentially put even further pressure on ADL if Sarri was the one to try and obviously rescind his contract. The thing is though, there could be a possibility that if Sarri did that, as I said in the video, that he could, you know, ADL could probably file a suit against him. You know what I mean? He can find something to file a suit against him. But again, it depends on what happens with the negotiations. And it's just putting the pressure on ADL. You know, eventually he's going to have to cave in. He's going to have to give in to those types of demands. Again, I was told on Saturday, he couldn't give me anything concrete, but he did say to me that things are looking a bit positive in terms of the negotiations, and in the next few days there should be an outcome. And also he did say that Laurent Blanc was always again, he was always a target, like Sarri was, like Jardim, no, like Jardim was, like Tuchel was, like Laurent Blanc, like Luis Enrique was as well. So again, he's just the backup option in case anything fails at this moment in time. And he did tell me something today that there could be potential interest from Real Madrid towards Antonio Conte. So this is what I mean. He can't really confirm anything because nothing really is coming out at this moment in time. Everything's in deep. Actually, no. There's one thing I can say, and this will piss off a lot of you guys. But he did tell me that, of course, things have been pretty bad between Marina and ADL at this moment in time. So it doesn't come as a surprise to me in terms of why negotiations would take a bit longer. But and it was kind of natural. I think if you guys had to think about it in your heads, it was natural that Marina and ADL would have some type of conflict in the negotiations. And he said to me that if Emanalo was still in charge, this would have been wrapped up already by now. So make of that what you will. Of course, with Marina, you know, he's met her a few times when it's come to meetings. Obviously, there was a player that was obviously speaking with Chelsea. I'm not going to even tell you if he signed him or not, but obviously he knows her because he's been in meetings with her and spoken to her. And yeah, he said that she is a popular figure in terms of, like, you know, the players like her. You know, if she sees Eden, she'll give him a hug and say hi, something like that. You know, she does come across as very easygoing. But when it comes to her negotiations, she is very, you know, on the ball. She is very, like, assertive, very strong. So and she's someone where if you don't like the deal, she'll walk away and she won't care at all. You know what I mean? Of course, There's always times when it's going to work for you and when it isn't. I would say if you were to base on all the deals he's done for Chelsea, you'd probably say more have been successful than the ones that haven't been, if you were just being very objective. But I thought it was just interesting, kind of getting the insight behind Marina and just who she is as a person, because, so far a lot of us just see her as like a faceless person where anything bad with the club is automatically her fault. So I'm going to speak to him to try and find out a few more things on Marina and obviously what he has to say on her. Are there any more super chats? No. Going back to the questions. Okay, Aka, Wetman, Spencer, do you think Zidane Zidane will come Chelsea? No, again, nothing's come out in regards to Zidane at all. I know he just left Real today. And if all of us had to just use our own initiative, is it really a surprise that he would have eventually left? Nothing's come out at all. He only just confirmed it. Let's be serious. Who knows what's happening behind the scenes? Who knows if he wants to manage again, or if he wants to take his time and obviously get back into management later. Nothing's coming out. I haven't heard anything. I'm not going to be gassing about what I'm hearing and what I'm not hearing. This is why I don't release exclusive shit every single day, because obviously I don't know what's happening every single day. Okay, I've got a super chat. Mukhtar Ibrahim, thank you for that, bro. Will Zizou, with Zizou leaving, will that affect Eden Hazard or the Sarri situation? Now, again, when you ask me this question, I can only just use my, I can only take a guess. Let's be serious, because again, nothing's come out in regards to Zidane and Chelsea. It's just a lot of people putting 2 and 2 together, purely based on obviously Hazard's admiration for Zidane, and obviously thinking, well, if we bring Zidane to Chelsea, that's going to keep Hazard. That kills 2 birds with 1 stone. He's on a free transfer, so he's not going to cost as much, etc., etc. But again, the Sarri situation is the Sarri situation. No outside matters are going to affect anything. You know what I mean? It's not as if all the deep negotiations they're in with the Napoli team and ADL. Oh shit, Zizou's available. Let's just stop the conversation midway and let's go back to London. It's not going to be like that. You know what I mean? So again, nothing's coming out in regards to Zinedine Zidane. It's just people putting 2 and 2 together. That does happen quite a lot, and I don't even blame a lot of you guys too, because the people that report that type of stuff, they don't like to obviously say what source they hear it from. They don't like to say where they got it from. They make it sound like it's just like a pure fact when it isn't. And I see that stuff happen way too much on Twitter, so that can be pretty annoying, to be honest. Okay, other questions. Boom. Okay, Nyasco. Marina is a problem. We need Emanalo back. I miss him. Emanalo is enjoying himself in Monaco right now, so we won't be seeing him back. Okay, CFC and Giannini. What's going to happen now? Sarri and ADL so stressed right now. For fuck's sake, want this over. Upset face, upset face, upset face. Patience, my brother. Patience, my brother. That's all I can say. Okay, Baghdad 187. Nini, for the past week to 10 days, you made look like Sarri is a done deal. Is that not the case now? Well, again, this is what I mean. I've put all the information out there. If I've said that the club have agreed they're going to pay Conte's full compensation package and obviously his money for the year, they're not. Conte isn't going to accept no 6-month deal or nothing like that. That's already agreed upon. If Chelsea have agreed verbal terms with Sarri in terms of what contract he's going to get, and already discussed matters with the club, literally that's all done. No one knew, no one knows, because again, negotiations aren't simple. It's not something that can be sealed just like that. Of course, the complications in terms of how we're trying to bring Sarri in the first place is delaying a lot of things. So again, I don't think it's fair when I'm taking an educated guess in terms of when it's going to be sealed. Normally with shit like that, it gets sealed straight away. When I was making that point that tomorrow it should be finalised, I was looking at Ancelotti. I was thinking this shit would be done. The more I kept hearing, obviously, then I stopped saying what day it was going to come. I've only ever said what day it was going to come once. Maybe I'll take the L for that, but then I did separate my opinion from what was facts, if you know what I mean. So we can only just have patience and find out what happens now, you guys. I've done my part. I've let everyone know what's happening. Again, if you look on Twitter or online, everything I've been saying, especially the Blanc thing, a lot of people would DM me saying they've already heard it from here. So obviously, thanks to everyone that obviously listens to me like that. But yeah, just patience. And it's Louis. anything, thank you for the super chat first, and anything going on with Thiago from Bayern. Now again, I've been going about how inklings have been coming out that Thiago could be leaving Bayern because again, his injuries, let's be serious, he's not fully fit throughout the season. And obviously, you know, they got other midfield targets looking at. Obviously, Tolisso, as the season was ending, and a much more prominent role in midfield, and he was, you know, starting to look very top class. Those performances against Real Madrid really stood out in my opinion. Goretzka coming in, going to do bits together. Talks of Thiago and obviously Vidal keeping it moving. I mean, Vidal really shouldn't be here now. Last season he was close to joining Inter, but then I think they had too many foreign players. Or was it a financial fair play thing? I can't remember. But it looks like Bayern want to replace Thiago. I think that I don't think he'd cost as much because Bayern couldn't command a crazy amount of money for a guy that plays like 50 or 60% of a season, if that. And I'm just trying to, you know, guess the amount. Again, it looks like Thiago is going to be available on the market. I put out a tweet just discussing where his potential destination could be. Would it be at Man City? There's sack there. Would it be at United? I don't know if he wants to play DM under Mourinho. Is that going to be at Barca? I swear they've got the pre-agreement with Arthur Melo already. So, and they've got Coutinho. So that kind of negates the point of needing Thiago in the first place. Juventus, maybe if Pjanic does leave or whatever, or maybe they want competition to Pjanic, could be something. Could Arsenal? I don't actually, probably not with Ozil. Would Liverpool be able to do something? Keita, Thiago, maybe, who knows? But I'm just thinking that I can't see Thiago signing for a massive club. You know, not one of the big boys. So yeah, I think that's going to obviously reduce his transfer fee as well. Oh shit. Yeah, that's going to reduce his transfer fee as well. So yeah. Give me a sec, you guys. I've got one of them daddy long legs in here. I hate them things. Hey, sorry about this, you guys. I need to get this thing out. Fucking stupid bug. You guys, give me 1 second. I need to kill this thing first. Yeah, you guys, I got rid of it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I literally had to stop things. I hate daddy long legs. I can't stand them. I'm sorry I had to delay shit like that, but now I had to get rid of it. I'm sorry. But yeah, obviously, another super chat. Thank you, Craig Bryan, for your question. Yonini Wagwan Low. I think Courtois is a good move. He is too much hustle. Hopefully, we can get a decent return for him. Can't wait for Sarri ball. You know what? Now, here's the thing with Courtois. I think with him leaving, but what I was hearing, what I was told, is because the money you could get for Courtois could be put back into transfers. They're looking at other goalkeepers. I can tell you, I might as well just say who they are. Alisson's one. Butland was one. Lafont was one, and Pickford was another one that was looked at so far. But again, I think with Courtois, nothing's definitive just yet. As I'm saying, I heard this Courtois thing like I think 2-3 weeks ago, in regards to like the same as the transfers were linked with as well. So it's only coming out now. So if I'm hearing it from back then, it's old news. You know what I mean? And of course, we've seen what happens in football. Anything can happen. Things change daily, all the time. So again, with Courtois, what if, you know, when Sarri comes and then they have a discussion and he persuades Courtois to stay, or maybe persuades the club to not sell him and to keep him instead. So things they change all the time, of course, because it's a story. You can give your thoughts and opinions and etc, etc. But with Courtois, I wouldn't say it's definitive that he's 1,000,000% leaving. As I'm stressing, if I heard about this a few weeks ago and it's only coming out now, who knows what's happened since. But Craig, obviously, thanks for that, man. Okay, other questions. Okay, Lucas Bolt. I would take Lafont or Alisson. I would take either of them, to be honest. I really like Alisson. I mean, this guy is actually the real deal. He's not overhyped. People aren't gassing him for no reason. Alisson is the real deal. So he'd be a great signing, to be honest. CFC Anuj, all the speculation, don't listen to them until it's put pen to paper. I don't know, speculation. I wouldn't say it's speculation, because obviously if I'm hearing it, it's a report. It's not always speculation. To me, speculation is when someone's saying, Sarri's going to sign for Zenit, when there's nothing to it. Or speculation to me is, Chelsea are going to move for Zidane because he's available. That's what real speculation is. Obviously, talking about a player potentially leaving when it's reported on that, that's not speculation. Okay. J Mojo, read your comments. I'll get to them. It's Aros. Could Chelsea get Zidane? Who knows? Could it be an alternative? Maybe if anything happens. Well, he's available on the market. We don't know if Zidane wants a sabbatical or he wants to get back into management. We don't know just yet. But here the thing is, worst came to worst, if the Sarri thing fell through, there's still managers out there that could still do something. Joe tweeted out Josh Cooper. I'd give it another week before I start getting super worried. Yeah, another week, you guys, before you can start pushing the panic button. And don't worry, I'll be pushing that panic button if shit's not secured by then. K-Max, thoughts on Blanc and his philosophy? Good question, K-Max. Laurent Blanc is nowhere near as bad as what people are saying. I don't understand when the timeline just decides this person's shit, that person's good. No context involving their opinions at all. Honestly, don't know where this Blanc hate came from. I mean, he won the league with Montpellier. He really shouldn't have been able to do that, you know, when he had guys like Bohanza, had Giroud, I think Chamak was there as well, Debuchy was one of them. What other guys did they have in that Montpellier team? I can't remember the other, but they were the standout ones, obviously winning it with them, and obviously they competed for like 2 seasons with Blanc in charge. Obviously they got, it was like a top 3 place the first season, and they won the league after. Takes, you know, obviously did okay with France, gets the Paris Saint-Germain job, and I don't understand. I mean, did we not see that PSG team that completely battered us at Stamford Bridge when they had 10 men? You know what I mean? I mean, they were that 4-3-3 he had. He's got the inside forwards that cut inside. Zlatan was playing that CF kind of, you know, false 9 role, which was helping this guy get 45-50 goals a season, because before that, Zlatan wasn't getting anywhere near 40 to 50 goals in a season. That was pretty based on how fluid and attacking the system was. Obviously, playing out from the back, ball playing defenders in Luiz and Silva and Mota, obviously slotting in there as well. The fullbacks pushing forward a lot. I mean, this guy, plays good football. It is good football. It's not pragmatic. It's not negative. It's not shit football. It's very good football. I know it's Laurent Blanc. He doesn't sound that sexy. He don't sound as exciting. Of course, him not getting a job for a while, but he thinks he's entitled to getting a top job. That's what he's going to wait for. And yeah, he's nowhere near as bad as what people are making out to be. If he was, I'd be saying it. You know, I don't act objective for the sake of it. Actually, no, that's the wrong way of saying it. I don't just say shit just for the sake of it, just to go against what's the popular opinion. Blanc isn't anywhere near as bad as what people are saying. Jay Mojo, Nini, thoughts on Abramovich putting the stadium on hold? As I said, those stadium questions, I don't really want to answer them in this stream, because if I do, it's going to take me a while. I've got a video, I've got the script finished, I've got the video I'm going to be releasing tomorrow. It's best to wait for that video tomorrow to hear my full thoughts on what's happening. Size rather, Niiniifc back and needs to go. In my opinion, is it going to happen? I'll be honest, I don't see the point of Bakayoko, if I'm being serious. I think you could probably command some decent money for him now. Let's say worst came to worst, he had another poor season. I don't know how the club would think of getting rid of him, you know? Bro, can you check your Patreon? Yes, thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. I'm doing that now, man. Okay. Alright, okay, other questions. Luke Carton, are we targeting Felipe Anderson? No, I don't know where that report came from. I haven't heard anything about us targeting them. Of course, Felipe Anderson has been in London. He was there for the launch of Louise, Kennedy and Willian's restaurant. Reports came out that Pellegrini wants West Ham to target Felipe Anderson. I've already gone into detail on the guy. He's not a first choice guy at Lazio. The Spanish guy, who was the ex-Liverpool youngster. What's that guy's name? He's slipped my mind. He's playing over him. Of course, Lazio are using a 3-5-1-1 system. But Felipe Anderson is just not worth that type of money or time, in my opinion. So there's nothing to that story. That's more speculation. And I can see why it gets confusing for people, where you can just you got to look between the stuff, because that's purely speculation. There's nothing to that. B-Tech Willian, yeah, I would say that, to be honest. Malcolm X Niiniifc, we need a right back for real. Malcolm X, I don't think we do, unless you're talking about a replacement for Zappa Costa. If you're talking about a backup right back, then yeah, you could, to be honest. Luis Alberto, thank you guys, that's him, Luis Alberto. It's Aros, what's the percentage of us getting Sarri Niiniifc? Again, it's just coming down to negotiations. We've already agreed everything with the guy. He knows what transfers, he knows the club's plans. It's not as if he needs to be kept in the loop with that stuff. It's just ADL. Honestly, I don't know. I do feel optimistic it's going to get done. I can't imagine all this time's going to be spent on this deal if they didn't think they could finalize things. Because here's the thing, if ADL was going to be... If he was so adamant nothing was going to happen, then I'm sure negotiations would have stopped already by now. I mean, it's been a few days now of negotiations. I think it would have stopped if the club knew that he's not going to change his mind, and you know what I mean. So yeah, like I said, you guys, patience, you know. What other questions? Hey, Prethak Sharma, thanks for that super chat, bro. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. As I'm saying, you guys, anyone that wants their question prioritized or delved into deeper, you know what to do. Okay, what other questions? I'm going to maybe scroll up. Did I miss any when I was trying to kill that stupid bug? Bernardo Barreto, I don't get why Chelsea take ages to agree 8 million for a world-class manager who can take our club back. Yeah, I mean, you guys are all entitled to that opinion. I think that we could just pay it, and that's it. I don't see it being the end of the world. But I guess the club are thinking, well, if we don't have to, then we won't do it. You know what I mean? So I think that's their mentality on that deal, to be honest. Would Oblak be an option? I haven't heard anything about Oblak. I mean, the only way, and it's just, no, I'm just giving my, hypotheticals and just an opinion. As I'm saying, nothing on Oblak. The only way I could see Oblak potentially coming was if Courtois was going to go to Atletico Madrid, and it was going to be some type of deal involving a swap and money, you know what I mean? And at the same time, people are speaking about Oblak. He's the same type of keeper as Courtois. I mean, it's not as if his distribution is like some De Gea-esque or Alisson-esque, you know what I mean? Or Neuer-esque. It's not like that. Or even Reina-esque. His distribution's not even like that. So I think he's a world-class keeper. I think Courtois is a world-class keeper. If I'm being honest, I really don't see any difference between Oblak and Courtois. But I will admit, sometimes I do struggle to see the nuances with the goalkeepers. So if anyone knows any better, you know, inform me, let me know. You know what I mean? Okay, Nick Blakely, Alisson, I love you. You're the only girl for me. You heard it there first. RV, isn't anyone going to mention that Niiniifc just admitted to murder on a live stream? You know, technically, I didn't actually murder it. It got stuck. I literally just put a box on top of it, so it's not dead yet. After the stream, I'm going to kill it. Okay, Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas. If Hazard signs, Courtois will sign. Yeah, possibility. Again, like I said, when I heard this Courtois stuff, this was already a few weeks prior. So it's not current, it's not recent. And if it's not current and it's not recent, it means that maybe the situation's changed by now. It's not every time in football you're going to hear everything coming out on the day, you know what I mean, or on the minute or the hour. Unless the club wants to announce something like today, saying that they've stopped with the stadium developments, then yeah, that's when you'll hear it. But otherwise, then you know what I mean. It's not working like that. Okay, what other one? Suffer FC, love the name. If Butland comes, we're a banter club. I mean, hasn't Butland been one of the most consistent keepers this season? Is he as bad as what people say? I think the club's logic too is that, well, he is English. It does feel a homegrown quota. Yeah, it could be decent. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Christian Cabrera, hey man, 5 hours and 30 minutes till Yeezus season. Still Yeezus season. What, Kanye's releasing his new album? Oh, is he? Oh, sugar. Alright, thanks for that. I need to obviously listen to that bad boy later. Okay. Ollie Glanville, what's up, bro? Okay, I missed your question. Conte sending one of his agents to hurt Niiniifc. Imagine even thinking that. Imagine me having a discussion with Roman Abramovich, so he can obviously, I can put slander on Conte, and my slander on Conte is obviously critiquing his tactics, not even insulting him, not even demeaning him, not even this or that. And then I'm going to do all of that to get a few McDonald's vouchers. That's what he's implying. That's what he's stating. I don't know. As you get older, you get more delusional, I guess, you know. Okay, let me answer some more questions than that. Ollie Glanville, it's all about goalkeeping technique. Oblak never pushes the ball back into danger. Tebow's volleyball risks get him into trouble far too much. Is it really like that, though? I mean, again, maybe. I mean, again, I'm not really studying the nuances of goalkeepers. You could have a point. I don't really think of Courtois being as much as a liability as people make out, to be honest. I think the only bad game I remember is that game against Barcelona in their second leg. I think he's allowed to have one shit performance against Messi. You know how many times he's had fantastic performances against Barca and Messi in particular, so I don't think he can be demeaned. I'm not saying you're demeaning him, but just people in general that demean Courtois, you know, a bit over the top in my opinion, lads. Any other super chats? Yes, I do. Fadil Kasim, bro, your question ain't there, but thank you. And obviously Josh 2000, bro, thank you for that super chat as well, man. Means a lot for the support. If you try and send me your question so I can answer it. You guys, if you do send a super chat, just spend a bit more time making sure you've put your question in it, because I don't want you wasting your money, you know. Okay, let me look at what the Patreon's saying in that. Patreon and that. What's my guy saying? Jeez. Alright, Christian Velardes. Hey, Hazard will be unleashed under... Nope, that's the wrong one from yesterday. Who will be a better manager, Gerrard or Lampard? And predict on how Lampard will set up his Derby team. Good lords, that is a question. I can't really answer that because I don't know anything about Lampard's management style. I don't know how he answers his questions in the exams. I don't know anything about what he does, to be honest. So, I mean, maybe you can just guess from things he said in, you know, not press conferences, but on TV and stuff. He seems to obviously admire the, you know, pragmatic sides. But again, that's only me basing this opinion on a very small snippet of info. So that means that I'm not set in mind with that. It's just I'm trying to make sense of who Lampard could be based on that small information that's out there. But at the same time, it could be just obviously Mourinho's his boy and he's going to defend him on TV. So I don't really know anything about his style. Same thing with Gerrard. I'll be honest, I wasn't looking at Liverpool's youth team, what he was doing with them. And I don't know anything about his management style and what's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, Football Manager, of course, Lampard's, Gerrard being managers, they got that stuff right again. Anytime I just see that stuff happening, it makes me want to buy the game again and just start playing it. But I'm scared that if I did that, I'll have like a video every month then. Okay, forward thinking. 3-part question. Would you consider doing shows with subs, patrons over the summer? Yep, I think that could be a cool idea. That's something I probably would do, like a Patreon only call-in show, sub show. That would be cool. 2, thanks for the recommendation for London is Blue podcast. Would highly recommend content to all Chelsea fans. Yeah, they are a great podcast. I think they probably are the best Chelsea podcast in my opinion. Obviously, they smacked it with the interviews with Willian and that. You guys smacked it by listening to me and going to watch it, because before that video came out, it only had like a few hundred views. Now it's past like 6,000 or something. So a lot of you guys went to watch that. So thanks for that. Obviously, I'm not going to recommend you dead content. And yeah. And 3, if you or anyone in the stream wants that smoke on FIFA, DM me and we can get it done. Damn, that smoke, yeah. Well, you know what? We played last time, and I know like we're even. We probably got to play another 3 games to really see who's better. You know what I mean? But maybe later on after the stream, if I got some time, I'll probably send you a message on Xbox, get this game going. Will Rayner, I don't know all too much about Alisson. What can we expect from him if he joins? Is he an upgrade on Tebow? And roughly how much do you reckon he'll cost? Now, in regards to him being an upgrade or not, here's the thing. He's stylistically a different goalkeeper compared to Courtois. And, you know, I'm always going on about how you micromanage your team. Obviously, if you play a certain style of football, you want certain personnel that's going to complement that style. Of course, Alisson, things he has. I mean, what Courtois has that Alisson doesn't, I'd say Courtois is better aerially. I'd probably say, I mean, short stopping from close range distances, I'd say that. So even though Alisson is very good at that, Alisson does have fantastic distribution. Alisson basically is like a German Neuer. I mean, he's very happy playing sweeper keeper. He'll push up. He'll like prime player Jack, where he'll skip past the player if he has to. He plays with a lot of flair. You'll see him do a back heel pass here, back heel pass there. That classic Brazilian flair. I just like players that are going to entertain me. And end of the day, football's about entertainment. You go to the stadium to watch your team win, and obviously, hopefully, enjoy watching them win at the same time. Players like Alisson and stuff like that, they add to your enjoyment because they do audacious, outrageous things that shouldn't be happening on a field, and they make it look easy. So from that aspect, I'd like to see him at Chelsea if we are going to cash in on Courtois. Okay, Josh Banks, my guy. Yep, Josh, yep, sorry I missed some questions, but yeah, you'll run the Snapchat and that. Who would be your replacement for Tebow, assuming he left? Alisson, the ideal target for us, assuming Tebow leaves? Yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, let me answer some more of these bad boy questions. Got some more. Alright, cool. Shakid Maksud, has Sarri been promised CFC job if he wins battle against Napoli? Has Sarri been promised the Chelsea job if he wins this battle against Napoli? Yes. How long will CFC wait for him? Will legal procedure delay our transfers? At Shazo409 Twitter. Of course, this asks a lot of good questions. That's some stuff I can go back to the plugs and try and find out to get some, good insight and analysis on what they think what the hell's happening. Again, if he wins this battle against Napoli, then of course that means he'll be signing for us. I don't know how long Chelsea are going to wait. I just think it's safe to just put another week onto things because I think it should be concluded within another week. I don't think it should take longer than that. Will legal procedure delay our transfers? Well, it could potentially, as I said in that video, the last video on Sarri I did, I was speaking about the fact that, what is it? I was told that ADL, if he wanted to, could probably look to put a counterclaim or look to try and sue Sarri for unlawfully rescinding his contract. You know what I mean? He could find some way with, lawyers could find anything. You know what I mean? At this moment in time, until I ask them if they know anything, it's just speculation on my part in terms of how long will the legal procedures be. You know what I mean? So sorry I couldn't fully answer it like that, but bro, thank you for the super chat, man, and yeah, thanks for supporting. MJ, if Sarri ends up not joining us, haven't we kind of screwed him out of his Napoli job and not given him the Chelsea job? Of course, we have fully screwed him. That would be kind of deep. Even though if you've never heard me saying that it's oh, you know, I'm so happy that we're scamming Napoli for Sarri. I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, I do think it's a bit scumbaggy. You know what I mean? It is a bit scumbaggy to try and do it like that. You could just pay the buyout clause like the, you know, with the principled way, instead of going down this route where, you know, the manager and Sarri had a good relationship. Obviously, he was good with the people at the club. You've obviously put him in a position where you force Sarri to have to turn against everyone at Napoli to get this the Chelsea job. And then obviously, yeah, this made his relationship with ADL non-existent. God knows, worst came to worst, what would happen with Sarri? Could this be his last time to ever get a top job? It probably would be. I can't see him. Who knows, actually, unless someone was to get sacked, it could be one of his last chances of getting a top job. So it's a bit scumbaggy. I don't think there's any way around it, to be honest. It's I'm not condoning it, you know. So and it just feels a bit unnecessary. I mean, we've happily based, as people say, we've wasted money on drink waters and other guys, and it's just like, you know, why? You know, why? Okay, other question. Okay, Lucas Bolt. I'll just pay the money if you really want him, exactly. Bitcamp. Let's go for Zizou. Well, he's there on the market if anything happens with Sarri, worst comes to worst. Malcolm X, we need Icardi. Yep, he'd be lit. Adnan Buyain Nini. Do you think Marina knows who are in terms of breaking news? Who I am in terms of breaking news? No. I wouldn't know. Of course not. I don't know. Why would I expect anyone at Chelsea to know who I am? You know? I've never tried to gas myself up to them levels where I'm saying, oh, how do they not know me? I don't think I've been doing that. So, nah. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. George Whipley, please answer my question. Yeah, I'm doing that now, man. Your opinion on Hazard, Icardi, Willian up front. Willian, well, the thing is with Willian, I kind of feel that I want that proper synergy. I do want obviously the squad micromanagement to be on point. Willian just isn't as good playing on the right as he is playing on the left. It's about time we find someone that's specialised at playing on the right hand side to get that full synergy in the front three, because at times Willian, the guy likes to cut inside. Imagine playing Robin on the left. Would he be the same player doing that? No. Willian, he's not even much of a playmaker. He's someone that's a direct player. Let him cut inside, take shots on goal, and play people in. Let him do that. Playing on the right hand side, he has to play a support role. He can't get in the box as much. When he plays on the right hand side, it comes down to obviously playing on the last lines and running into spaces. Willian isn't a forward. He's not good at making those runs. That's why a lot of people criticise him for messing up counter-attacks. That's because he's not good at doing that type of stuff. I don't think it would fully be that amazing, to be honest, if you had Willian on the right. Icardi, if we're talking about Sarri ball, Icardi is your guy. It does bits. If you need proof in the pudding, look at Higuain. Icardi, Higuain, the same player. There's no real difference between them. Maybe one's fatter than the other. That's really it, to be honest. One's got more stupid tattoos than the other one. That's really it. But yeah, with Icardi, he will complement Sarri's system. He's a lethal finisher, and yeah, I think when you're playing possession football, that's when you can start to use poachers. So people can't have the expectations where, why isn't Icardi doing enough in the game? Because I have a feeling that if he was to be a Chelsea player, I'd imagine a ton of people criticising this guy, saying, he don't do enough, he was quiet today. Well, his only job is to make runs in the box, get on the end of service, and obviously score. He's not going to do anything other than that. He's not going to play people in. He's not going to skip past people. He's not going to, he's not going to drop deeper for no one. That's not the guy he is. So as long as people respect the type of player he is, then you can manage your expectation levels. But I kind of think for your front three, you'd need to have someone on the right. Bailey, he could be decent. If you want to be brave, Kennedy, I think Kennedy could do very well on the right hand side. That type of player, And I've got a super chat. Okay. Thanks for that, man. Let me see. Oh, Jared Bradley. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thanks a lot. How fast will things move once we sign our next manager? Is the manager issue the reason why we haven't announced signings and a director of football? How far have we fallen behind the other top teams? Well, you guys, this is what I mean. Let's put things into context and perspective. The other players teams have signed are guys we don't really need. We don't need Fabinho. Doesn't matter. He went there. Keita was already agreed upon during last season. So what other signings have there been? That's got everyone upset. I mean, they're the ones that stand out for me so far. City close to Jorginho and Mahrez. Again, Jorginho, if you get Sarri, doesn't make a difference. Missing out on him. Maybe Mahrez is a big miss, to be honest. But then, again, City are going to be paying a lot of money. It's going to be their record transfer. So again, yeah, you could be like, oh, why aren't Chelsea willing to splash record amounts of money all the time? Well, the finances are different. Look at Man City's wealth. It's crazy what they have. But other than that, I mean, what signings have there been? What other signings have there been made by other clubs that are so big where it's just like, oh shit, we're getting left in the dust? There's nothing like that. I mean, I wouldn't be getting if I people shouldn't be worrying about Fabinho joining Liverpool when we don't need the guy. I think, of course, when the manager is secured, that's when we'll see the signings happen. It makes sense, obviously. I think players would like to speak to the manager. I think players would like to know who the manager is going to be to before they start, setting their future, moving their whole families here, blah, 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 etc., etc. So once the manager thing's sorted, things will accelerate. And you got to realise a lot of our targets aren't in the World Cup. Now, the issue is, I'm guessing a lot of clubs will be going after these guys, but we are Chelsea. We do have some type of pulling power if people don't believe it or not. I mean, we do. I mean, let's be serious. All the times we missed out on players last season was because of poor negotiations at times, etc. I mean, if we had spent the money earlier for Lukaku, if we weren't so stupid with negotiations with him, because here's what people forget. In the end, we did put up the same amount of money United put up for Lukaku. So that means we could have paid it from the start, but slow-ass negotiations. Talisca was another one. That was 100% Conte's fault. Conte starts talking about wanting to leave Chelsea when Chelsea are negotiating with Lyon, meaning that fucks up everything because they had to turn their efforts and attention to dealing with Conte. But at that time, everything got leaked out. Bayern came from nowhere, snapped it up. That was that. Alex Sandro, again, I wouldn't say it's Conte or the club's fault. I mean, maybe you could be like, well, the club could have spent extra earlier, but then Juventus kept changing the demands all the time. It was like 60, then it became 80. And then do you really want to pay 80 million for a left back? I mean, come on, 80 million for a left back. No left back will ever be worth that type of money in the history of football. So no, unless that left back's getting you 10 goals and 15 assists a season, then he's not worth it. You know what I mean? And so you can understand that. And of course, the Juventus supporters don't like Conte. The last thing they want to do is sell a Juve player to him. So again, that wasn't happening. But they were the three main ones, to be honest. I mean, Sanchez, the club missing out on him. I mean, he just went for the money in the end. Let's be serious. It was stupid wages, which only a super club like United would put that type of money in for. And the thing, we don't want to be that club anymore that has more brains than sense. Sanchez has done nothing. I think he's going to continue to struggle under Mourinho's system and a Mourinho manager. It's not going to end up. I mean, the investment in him isn't going to be worth it in the end. So, I mean, again, you've got to put things in perspective and, get the understandings behind stuff. But that's what I'm trying to say is, again, I don't think we've fallen behind top clubs at all, to be honest. Will Rayner, again, bro, thanks you for that super chat. To help out the channel, you help out way too much, bro. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Josh202, thank you again for another super chat, man. Thanks. Do you think we'll have a good transfer window? Yes, I do think we're going to have a good transfer window. Like I said, the targets already got released. I can't even call this... You know what? I like to call it an exclusive because I heard this shit really early. But because it's out in the press now, by the time I have the video out, I can't really call it an exclusive no more. I mean, no one's going to believe it anyway. But again, Martial, Sarri, Bailey, they look like very, very... The priority targets look like very realistic outcomes. I think there's a possibility that we could even get all three. So, again, I say this because a lot of players will be leaving. There'll be extra funds coming in. A lot of loan army players will be getting sold as well. Extra funds coming in. Plus, there's already money to spend on top of that. So, and as I've said, and I'm going to be going into further detail, the club want 3 or 4 main targets. If they sign anyone else, that's going to be because of players that have left. But the focus is on 3-4 main top targets. And if other players stayed, the club would be happy with them. And I think that's the best thing to do, because I don't think we need a whole new team, to be honest. We just need to restructure things and obviously retweak things. But yeah, thank you for that question, man. Okay, other questions to ask. Oliver Lingard, what's your thoughts on Icardi? I think I've just answered them, but I'll be brief. I think he's a great poacher, lethal finisher. I'm saying that, again, don't expect this guy to be linking up the play. Don't expect him to be running at people. Don't expect him to be dropping deep to do nothing like that. Don't even expect this guy, I mean, maybe under Sarri, I don't know, but don't even expect him to start showing Diego Costa fight and spirit in terms of trying to close people down all the time. Don't expect that. He's one of the best poachers in the world. One of the best finishers inside the box. Yeah, he's a good player. Okay, well, the Turnip Dave, do you think it will be a big loss if we lose Jody Morris and Lampard's derby? Any information of this being a possibility? I do have some. Give me 1 second, let me read it. Let me read it first before I talk about anything. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like Morris is going to be... Oh, shit. Morris is going to be going. What I have heard, or what I've been told, is I mean, most likely it could probably be Joe Edwards that will, you know, Joe Edwards that will come and retake that role again. Of course, reports... I had a little rumour, but there's nothing really to it. Maybe John Terry potentially. Who knows? But then I'm hearing that John Terry could be joining Gerrard at Rangers as a possibility as well. Again, this is all talks behind the grapevines. There's nothing concrete yet. And yeah, that's it really. Okay, what other questions? Okay, SP Danker, do you see Sarri playing Hazard at false 9 instead of Martial? No, I don't see that happening. And in the Martial video, when I release that, I'll be explaining why. George Ripley, another question. Do you agree Chelsea have lost their touch? Our team revolve around our main man Hazard. Previously, that was not the case. Well, I don't think we've lost the touch if we sign in any of these new guys we're looking at, especially Sarri, because everything becomes about the team effort. Everything becomes about, you know, playing as a unit. We've had these pragmatic managers that only care about, you know, keeping your shape defensively very deep and looking to some individual brilliance, because you don't like to work on attacking moves and you don't like to work on counter-attacks because you feel that if you're a good player, you should know what to do already, when shit doesn't work like that in football, as we keep seeing. And yeah, I don't say... It only looks like we've lost our touch down to the managers we've had recently, but when we bring back these other guys, as I said, people are going to be realising, oh shit, these guys are actually really good players. We just haven't been able to realise that. Oh shit, the reason why we haven't been able to realise it is because we've had pragmatic guys that don't let these guys kick a ball, don't let these guys play football, just want these guys to play left back, right back, RDM, left DM, central DM, half space DM, other half space DM, sweeper DM. I can go on. I think I've got some super chats. I don't think I've missed any. No, I haven't missed any. Guys trying to put some pressure on, man. Like, okay, what other questions of my Patreon Donny sent? Okay, Alexander, what are you saying, bro? Okay, I think Zidane is an amazing manager. 3 European titles in a row at Real Madrid. Has never been done before, you're right. He's a great CV attacking manager. He may have to cut out his children under 18. What? He may have 2 out of his 4 children under 18. Yep. But they go to their French lycée. So it won't be much of a problem to live in London. Okay. So I think he was just speaking about the fact that, you know, the possibilities of Zidane being a thing. Okay, forward thinking. Also, theatre streams. You guys, let me know what you think. If I start calling these live streams the theatre of streams, in the comment section below, let me know if you think that's a good idea. If you think it's an awful idea, let me know as well too. Just don't be too mean, all right? This ain't from me. It's a suggestion from our Patreon sub, that thinks calling it theatre or streams is a better idea. Alright, Josh Banks. Mad team, boom. Alright. I talked to my dad about the legal shit with Sarri, and ADL can't sue him. Okay, my dad knows this stuff as he's a defence attorney because Sarri has never been sacked. There is no way he can go back on what he did. Potentially be a tactic for ADL to get us a player release clause. Ooh, that's a very good point. I'm going to try and find out later as well too. But yeah, that's a very good point. Obviously, I'll repeat that again. Josh Banks said, obviously, his dad's a lawyer. He's just messaged me saying, I spoke to my dad about the legal stuff with Sarri, and ADL can't sue him. My dad knows this stuff as he's a defence attorney because Sarri has been sacked. There is no way he can go back on what he did. Sarri hasn't been sacked just yet. Of course, it's more or less a sacking because Ancelotti's in charge right now. But for Sarri to be sacked, he'd get that payout from ADL, that $500,000 payout, which hasn't been done just yet. So maybe ask your dad again with just in case he's got any more ideas on what could potentially happen. Okay, let me get back to the questions. You guys, I'm going to do this for half an hour more, then I'm actually going to bounce. I'm really going to go. Okay, Thomas, you don't have a source. Damn it. You guys, you know, I have to come out and admit something. I've never had a source. Thomas was right. I've never had one. I've been speaking shit for the past year and a bit. Every time I've ever reported something before the press, it's always been pure coincidence. Every single time. Like, imagine that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, you guys. It's come out. Thank you, Thomas, man. You saw past the bullshit. Queen of Stamford. Thank you, Queen of Stamford. 700 viewers. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Thank you. Thank you, Queen of Stamford. You've been one of the early viewers and subs on the channel. You've really been watching and supporting ever since. You were the first ever person to send me a super chat as well. So thank you for all the support you've shown over this year and a half. It means a lot. Nini, are there any updates on Sarri? Nothing that's worth mentioning. Kevin Brown, thoughts on Jerry and Boga? I feel like a good coach could get the kid to do bits. Of course, Boga's a number 10. Now, this is why I feel sorry for him, because he's getting played out of position, playing in shitty teams. He's a number 10. Now, when he was playing under Redknapp, he was playing number 10. He was looking good. But then it's the second time now where he's gone to a club where they've had 3 or 4 different managers in the season. What can he really show? You know, the tactics get changed, the system gets changed. This is why Lewis Baker never played for Middlesbrough again, because they started playing with 2 DMs, and because of how they were playing, it all became about just parking the bus and obviously needing tough tacklers in midfield. So this is the risk. I feel that Jeremy Boga still does have, I feel, world-class potential, because what I've been seeing this guy do in the academy, I think if most people saw it, their minds would be blown right now. This is what I hate about the Loan Army, and this is why I think morally it's not right, because talent like this should not be struggling. It shouldn't be happening. There needs to be more care. I'm sorry, you know, just completely misuse him, even at the end. You know, to let him leave that late, just so he can go to the Championship. I mean, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That shouldn't be happening. I think if you don't really fully respect these guys and fully, you know, help with their careers, sell them and put buyout clauses on them. You know what I mean? Just put the buyback fees. Put a buyback fees on these guys. I really think for this summer we're going to see a lot of players sold with buyback fees. I think it could probably be Musunda, Kennedy and Boga, which is a shame because that's all our flair attacking players. I can't believe not one of these guys made it at Chelsea. It's more to do with how misrun and mismanaged the club have been compared to the talent of these guys. I just want these guys to show everyone wrong. I want them to have the best possible careers they have, because they're still exceptional talents. And yeah, that's just my thinking behind things. Okay, I've got another super chat. I appreciate that, bro. Thanks a lot. Mark Kinser again. Obviously, thank you yesterday for the super chats as well, man. Your question is, Alex Tellers, obviously the Porto left back, joining Chelsea one day. I mean, I was speaking about something in the Alba video I released. If we were to target a left back, that would tell me that Alonso's leaving. I mean, the only way we could target a left back is if Alonso leaves. With Tellers, he is a very interesting... he's a good fullback. I mean, his set piece is probably one of the best set piece takers in the world. with his crossing, his corners, free kicks from deep, free kicks in general. I think he's probably one of the best left foots in the world, one of the best set piece takers. Defensively sounds. Is he someone that has the pace and skills to get past 2-3 players like Marcelo? No, he's not. He's still someone that needs that support in terms of an attacking player in that half space, creating the space from on the left. But because he's a fantastic crosser of the ball, him being deeper doesn't really matter as much because he can still play an accurate cross from very deep. So he is a good player. It's only going to happen if Alonso gets sold. That's the only way it's going to happen. You guys, give me 1 second. I need to close the window quick. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Other questions to ask. Luis Campos, director of football. I kind of feel like I answered this question quite a lot. I said after I finished the all the Sarri stuff, then I'm going to do that director of football video. I mean, of course, I know stuff, but I don't have the time to do it just yet. Shaquille Bafoy, thoughts on Jadon Silva. This guy, to me, he's someone that needs to make it at Chelsea. With his skill set, his abilities, you can't have a player of those dimensions and then not fully use them. I'm sorry, I don't understand why. Now, what I'm praying, because you need to have some expectations with Chelsea. Can you imagine them using Jadon Silva? Probably not. I think the only way that they'd even look at him is if depends if he's in a pre-season, but really he'd have to make it in the Premier League or even abroad. Ideally, now this is my opinion, I'd laugh if Jadon Silva went on loan to Fulham for this season. Obviously, Fulham got promoted. Can you imagine Zidane on the left, Jadon Silva on the left as well? Now, these guys are very interchangeable players. So Zidane did start off as a left back. He's playing much more advanced. Jadon Silva can easily play as an inverted wing back. He can play as a cam. He can play on the wings, wing back, left back. I mean, and he's an English player as well that can do all of that. And he can do all of that to a very high level. I mean, the guy won Player of the Year at Charlton. And he was using an inverted wing-back role as well, where this guy would collect the ball, yeah? He'd run, he'd collect the ball in the middle at times. Or he'd run with the ball centrally through the middle. This ain't normal wing-back stuff. This ain't normal full-back shit. People are raving about that Frankie de Jong guy from Ajax in terms of I pray that he's going to have a future, a long-term future at left back. I think he can be a world-class player. But again, I think he needs to get that Premier League, touch. You know what I mean? I'd love if Fulham had him on loan, De Silva, Sessin on the left. That would be very interesting, to be honest. Okay, other questions. Fuck the haters. Thank you, Prince, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. Drake or Pusha T, Govinda Sadhu. You know what? The first ever album I bought when I was a kid, yeah, that was The Clips. Well, Hell Hath No Fury. Hell Hath No Fury. That was the first ever album I've bought. Obviously, Malice, Pusha T. Obviously, I've been a fan of Drake since my guy was releasing, I'm Still Fly, I'm Sky High. You know what I mean? From a long, long time. It's one of them ones where I don't really have no preference because that's two of my favourite artists that I've been fucking with for a long time. So, and it's a shame too, because I remember Drake was even talking about how Pusha T and The Clips, one of his favourite groups when he was younger. I don't know how this beef started, but it seems like anytime you get money, stuff changes. So, I got no preference, to be honest. I'm just enjoying the beef. I'm enjoying the music. I thought that Daytona was a sick album. I thought Kanye smacked it with the beats. Pusha T always got very solid records, very solid, nice, good records. There's no filler. Everything's curated perfectly. I thought that's why he's one of my favourite rappers, I'm not going to lie. Okay, other questions. Zaki Mahmood, my guy. What are you saying, Zaki? And Zaki, man, you need to DM me your number again because obviously I got that new iPhone. So yeah, man. If you've been replying on WhatsApp, I haven't seen it because I don't have I don't have your number. So just DM me Your thoughts on Boga being second, third striker, fourth signer to Sarri this season? I'd love to see that happen. This is why I'm hoping that there's going to be a decent pre-season. I think guys that aren't partaking in the World Cup, they should have some time to really give Sarri an idea that, yo, oh shit, Boga's doing bits. All right, I'll have to see what this guy can do when the other guys get back. You know what I mean? That's his only possibility. I think even though Conte hates youth, the fact that Conte even thought of giving this guy game time and even thought of using him at the start of a Premier League game, it does show you that he's got some ability. If even Conte, even though he probably didn't want to, he was still like, you know what, it's probably not going to be as bad if I use him. So it does show you his talent. But I think, again, Boga is a number 10. He's not a winger. I don't know when he became a winger. He's a number 10 half-space player. If you watch him in the youth team, this is why everyone said he was the best player by far in the youth team. He's a number 10. I don't know if it's because he's black and it's just like no one can imagine any black playmakers or cams. Everyone's got to be Idrissa Gueye or Kante, I don't know, or play on the wings or some shit. But this guy is a playmaker. He can slip people in. He can skip past people. He can shoot. I'll never understand. Emanalo saw the vision. Emanalo's vision. Even Mourinho, when he first came, he's like, yo, this kid Boga, I can do something with him. It's a shame how things just didn't work out, you know. Okay, Dat Pro Gamer Niiniifc, check out Padula's new article on Sarri. His article is really in line with your take on the situation. If it's really in line, then I'll take your word for that, bro. I probably won't have to read it. Let me know if there's shit I'm missing out on. If not, then I'll read it. If it's the same shit I'm saying, then obviously I don't need to read it then. Blanc isn't joining Chelsea. Blanc, yep, I stopped saying Blanc like such a like English guy saying Blanc. Good lord, that's off. Any French speakers here, I'm sorry for saying Blanc. Kwame Goring Niiniifc, how confident are you that Sarri will win a trophy next season? I think we'll win the Europa League, and I think Europa League has to be priority number one. I want us to win the Europa League. I want to see us winning European Super Cup. You know what I mean? I need to see that happening. I think Europa League is a main priority. Any other cup is a bonus, but I think Europa League should be the number one thing that we do win. Chris Douglas Niiniifc Bailey, chances we side him. In the video next week, I'm going to be talking about our guy Bailey. Yeah, I will be doing Bailey next week. He's going to be his own video. So there's a lot to talk about in regards to Bailey. I think I've smacked, obviously the sources came through. I think it's going to be a very good interview, you know, jam-packed with information that you can't afford to miss out on. Obviously, I like to take my time in this stuff, you know, when I'm recording. I'm not like these other guys that will just get their camera out, speak from the dome for like 10 minutes, I'll say, talk bare waffle on for no reason, and then just put it on YouTube, you know. I'll record for 30 minutes, then I'm editing what points to keep, what points to leave away, how to make this concise, how to not make this concise. It's not a quick thing for me when I do this stuff. Dan O'Flaherty, I've butchered your last name, bro. I'm sorry. Dan, I take another European trophy, 100%. 100% I would take one. I would like to even go to another European final. Okay, unknown, I can't imagine Niiniifc without a beard. You know what, I used to look, I'm not going to lie, when I was like, just a few years ago, I used to look, I'm not going to lie, I have kind of let myself slip. Maybe, you know, Sal's right, a bit too many McDonald's vouchers from Roman. I'm not going to lie, I've been rinsing them out a bit too much, a bit too many Big Mats and quarter pounders. It's been catching up on me because I used to have a jawline for days. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I got all flabby and stuff now. I need to get, you know what? Obviously, I've been trying to work out again because I haven't really worked out for a while. Imagine when I worked out in the gym, this is so bad. I couldn't bend my arm for like a whole week. This is the extent at which my arm could go. That's how you know that that's how you know that I'm just need to get back in shape for real. Okay, Zaki Mahmood Bailey is a young black king. Needs that Chelsea move. Willian and Petra needs to get sold. I agree. Actually, Sal, Eva Canero is paying. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Were you looking at the photo of her on your wall when you were saying that? Or maybe bring up Eva Canero. Okay, Freddie. Are we signing Sarri or not? What's going on with this case? I mean, I've literally already said everything already, bro, to be honest. It's just a case of waiting to see what happens with these legal negotiations. Everything's in lockdown mode. You ain't going to be hearing new stuff all the time. I like to make sure I get the right info out there. That's why I don't have exclusive news every week, every day. That's why I'm not going to do any more videos when I don't have to. The last one I did is still current, in my opinion, and that's it really. Carefree Youth, yes, Carefree. You guys need to follow Carefree on Twitter if you haven't. One of the elite Chelsea accounts. It's the type of account every Chelsea fan needs to follow. Niiniifc, or someone else who knows who that Sal guy is that went at you. Niiniifc, or someone else who knows who's that Sal guy that went at Niiniifc. Seeing them videos, I was like, what the fuck? That's what I mean. It was it's kind of pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. There's some old loser. I'm not gonna lie. There's some old dead loser that would just get one backhand. You know what I mean? It was just some of the shit at the end he was talking. Just too much shit. Like, it's just getting disrespectful for no reason. And you know what made it worse too? You're hearing like some baby walking in the background. Imagine you're gonna talk all that smack in front of some little kid. Like, it's just weird. You know? He looks like someone that takes meds. Or he needs to take meds. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I got a super chat. Okay. Kelvin Hunk. What's up, Niiniifc? Do you think Boga could finally get his chance into Sarri next season? If he has a good preseason like last year, love the content, man. Kelvin, bro, thanks for that super chat, man. I think Boga does have a chance in preseason. Like, as I'm saying, a lot of the guys will be at the World Cup, meaning that Sarri, they'll have more time to work with Sarri beforehand. Hopefully, if they do bits, do the best they can, that could make Sarri notice something. Because here's the thing. When Sarri comes to Chelsea, it'll be one of the first times he's seen a lot of top quality talent. You know what I mean? Napoli, it wasn't like that. This is why he was forced to have to use the same players all the time. People keep forgetting Napoli was Sarri's first proper job. Like, you know, like when Pochettino joined Spurs, for example. That was the equivalent for Sarri. I mean, before that, he was at Empoli. Before that, obviously, taking Empoli from the divisions up to Serie A, and then a lot of lower league clubs. I mean, this guy only started management in 2005, so it's only been like, what, 13 years? 13 years at Napoli for 3 years. So it took him 10 years to get to the Napoli level, where he improved the team every single year, got them more points and more points. So what, he didn't beat Juventus. Here's the thing. If Sarri was managing Juventus, would Juventus not have won the league? They would have won it even easier. Let's be serious. You know what I mean? So people got to realise with guys like Sarri, he's taking teams that shouldn't be challenging and getting them close to achieving the impossible. This is what some of these top class managers are doing. You know, you're looking at Pochettino, Sarri, the guys in Nagelsmann, and what's his name, that freaking Italian German guy at Schalke. I forgot his name. A lot of these guys are coming here doing stuff now. You know, Diego Simeone, a guy that was taking Atletico, made them one of the powerhouses now in Spanish football. There's a genuine third contender, and they've been continuously getting second and thirds all the time. This is what these guys are doing now. So yeah. Okay, other questions. Okay, Saramash, Regmi, Niiniifc, any news on Eva Canero, Wesley Bean? God knows. Now, I have heard some stuff on Eva Canero, which I'll never ever be able to say, ever, because I'm not, I just can't do it. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And Tedesco was the one. Say for that. Prince Ade, yeah, are we still a big club? I personally think we still are. I think after the summer's over, a lot of people's nerves would have been calmed. The excitement's going to kick in. I honestly think next season, especially on the timeline, yeah, it's going to be a much happier place. A lot of people that have been skeptical unnecessarily, the indoctrinators, the ones that study the Bible of suffering, you know what I mean? When they see that there's other ways to win, that's going to change their beliefs. They're going to go from Old Testament to New Testament real quick. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen basically when the new manager comes in for next season. So the timeline's going to be a good place. I see it being a happier place. Everyone's going to be talking about the performances, how good we look. It's going to be good, to be honest. J Mojo, Niiniifc, show your girl more. Like, why? Like, what benefit would there be to showing my girl? I don't want it to take my shine. You think I made a YouTube channel for my girls to take the shine away from me? Nah. You think I'm trying to make this Blue Lines fan TV? Nah, bro. Miss me with that. Barzy, Ari, sorry soon, bus, Kate. Hey, free sorry. Carefree Daily. You know it's a good season when Carefree Daily is positive. Trust me. Trust me. The Liquidator. Did one of the players, Patrick Menau, news on Sarri? Oh my god, it's people on this too quick on this live stream, man. Yeah, don't you think Hudson-Odoi and Loftus-Cheek and Kante would be brilliant for us in the midfield? Yeah, 100%, 100%. Motion Aslam Nini, the stud CFC. Oh my god, that's just real talk. That's one of the most gas comments I've received. Nini the stud. Put in the stud, you know. Real talk, bro. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Realistically, what do you think of Jose as our manager in comparison to Conte and even Sarri as potential? Don't worry, Nini. Sarri looks like a washed up Al Pacino. Okay. Jose compared to Conte and even Sarri. Jose, Uncle Jose, bruv. I'll always have respect for him. I will never go. I've had too many good memories. I've seen... I mean, all of us saw the good Mourinho in his first spell. The football we played might not have been very fluid and sexy, but we were still dominating games. We were still comfortably winning, comfortably dominating in Europe, comfortably dominating bigger teams as well. Things were looking good. I don't know what happened at Real Madrid. I don't know what happened there, or maybe even Inter. I don't know. Things have changed. The old Mourinho that used to make brave decisions. I mean, this guy would take you off quickly if he had to. I still think one of the best tactical decisions I've seen from any manager ever was that game against Barcelona when Messi got, obviously, Del Horno got a red card for a stupid tackle on Messi. What did Mourinho do? He switches to, he plays Robin up front with Drogba. Plays 2 up front against Barca. And the thing is, Del Horno got sent off in like the 30th minute. Playing 60 minutes, 10 men, still attacking Barca. And the thing is, that game could have gone to anyone in the end. And I was just thinking, wow, what a sick manager. You know what I mean? Like, what a... To like make that type of tactical change, to still have the game... you know, still taking the game to Barca and not accepting defeat, because that's what Mourinho was synonymous with. We never ever accepted defeat. Never ever accepted any defeat. Fight to the end. Even if it was mission impossible, you knew we were getting back there. You knew we had a chance of doing things. That's what Mourinho brought to Chelsea, and it stood with us. And this is why that Champions League, when we won it, was one of the greatest for me, because purely based on all the times we've been unjustly kicked out of the tournament when we deserved to even go through to the final and win it. Let's be serious. We're one of the most deserving teams. And it was like the last final hurrah from the old guards. The last final regard of everything that came before Chelsea. You know, what Mourinho instilled in the team. All the struggle the players went through. All the fight, all the resolve. Everything that they've learnt. Everything that they've been building on and improving on. They managed to, for the final time, get everything out possible that they could, and we won the Champions League for that. And I just think that it's just like Hollywood story. It's just an amazing story. I think it's completely unfair too when people try and say, oh, we just parked the bus, as if we didn't lose out half the team for the final against Bayern Munich, as if Luis didn't have a hamstring from the 20th minute, as if Cahill wasn't even fully fit. You know what I mean? As if against Barca we went down to 10 men with no back line. You know what I mean? And then people's trying to just reduce it to just like some park the bus performance. Hey, real talk, I know a lot of us still watch those games when we have time. I definitely do. I don't even know why I even went on that tangent. I was just bare reminiscing and talking about the good times. But yeah, oh, that's what you're saying about Jose Mourinho. Sorry. I'm just really rambling on. I was getting lost in the moment thinking about all those players, the history. It's so weird. Like I can cast myself back to being a kid, being in the stadium, watching guys like Lampard and Drogba. You know what I mean? It's just like, imagine like that's a distant memory now. And at the time, I could never imagine these guys not playing for Chelsea. Now all of them, look, Lampard's a manager now. Can you imagine that? Lampard is a manager right now. It's crazy. It's actually crazy, to be honest. Okay, but yeah, I think compared to yeah, this is what I mean. With Mourinho now, I think he's very negative and pragmatic. I think there's like the shame too. There's like no shame in how he'll get his team to play as well. A lot of times it's unnecessary. It doesn't have to. But there's no shame in that. I think with Conte, he's always been Conte. I mean, there's no surprises. He's like the last guy you can expect a surprise from. He's always been playing the same style of football forever. And I'm looking forward to Sarri, a new evolution. I want to see a new style. Jeffrey, lose some weight and get a gym. Look at the state of you, Nini. Deep, man. Allow it, Jeffrey. Allow it, man. Psychonic, Daily Mail reporting Roman could turn to Avram Grant as a safe option. I'm just going to ignore that story. True Blue 9877, the Sevilla match was a humiliation. Exactly. This is disgusting humiliation. And this is what I mean by no shame in the performances, because you don't have to play like that against Sevilla. You didn't have to. And it was just like he was just a slave to his mentality. And the old Marina wouldn't have done that shit. So it's disappointing. Josh Banks, Lewandowski, Martial, Esteverano, Nini. Oh shit, I can't speak Spanish, my brother. I'd love to speak Spanish, but I don't, man. Ollie Glanville, my guy, yes. At Carefree, Jada Silva, Mason Mount, Boga, Trevor Shaloba, all to do bits in pre-season. They're the guys I love to see doing bits this pre-season. I love all of them to have a stake in the first team. Okay, are there any other super chats? You guys, I'm going to be finishing in the next 5 minutes, then I'm going to be going. So yeah, I'm gone in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to go to Patreon, answer a few questions. Christian Velades, yes. Name the Streamford's bridge. Oh my god. Some of these names you guys are coming up with are awful, I'm not going to lie. Alexander, yes, Alexander, your question is, how about blue stream lines instead of the theatre of streams? I'm not going to lie, that sounds even worse than theatre of streams, blue stream lines. I mean, it doesn't even sound nice on the tongue. At least theatre of streams sounds nice on the tongue, you know. Blue stream lines, it's just like, you don't want to watch that shit. Okay, you guys, I got 4 minutes before I need to go and keep it moving. 7 more likes to 200, smash it. 8 more likes, you guys. You know what? Let's keep this number even. You know what I mean? 6 more likes. Come on, 6 more people like it. Why not? Major General Angola Kante, Streamford Bridge. Yep. Aye. Chris Douglas, 100% we have to sign a creative midfielder. Yes, this is why Sarri. No, this is why Sarri, Michel Sarri, will probably be that guy we do sign. So, yeah. Istoff, hey Nini, do you think Ruben will 100% be first team next year? I think so. Ruben came out in a press conference saying if I'm not first team, I'm leaving. I don't think Chelsea can afford to be stupid, to be honest. Forward thinking the theatre of streams is lit. Plus it's in keeping with Nini always going over time. Now you got a good point. I'm not gonna lie, it's growing on me, theatre of streams. Let's just call it a live stream. You got a point. J Mojo, Nini is going to smash after the stream. The thing I'm going to be smashing is my control pad. I haven't touched my Xbox in a few months. It's getting kind of dusty. I got the cloth, I got to wipe it off. I literally don't have no time to myself. It's getting kind of annoying. You know what I mean? So I do want to start trying to find time for myself. And, you know, I need to fucking start working out. Let's be serious. Like, what is... Come on, Nini. You can do better than this, mate. You can do better than this. Alright. Bernardo Barreto, the new name for your stream should be Nine Eyes McDonald's vouchers. Good lord. You know what? Let's stop talking about that prick now. Let's stop talking about him. Ali Al-Ali, we need a Pogba on the midfield. Yep. I think we've got that in Ruben, to be honest. So I think he could develop to be that guy that links midfield and attack. So that is interesting. CFC Anuj, you got a PS4? I do, but I don't have FIFA. I only have God of War and that Detroit game. So I don't have any multiplayer games, bro. Chris Douglas, theatre of streams is gross. I will never tune in again if it's named that. Chris, I think I might just call it that just to see if you are going to do it or not now. I think you made me do that. Needy, want a game of FIFA? If you've got an Xbox, you guys, let me just type in what my Xbox thing is. And if you've got Xbox and guys, if you guys want to get whooped, you want to get smacked, obviously, you can add me on Xbox. Obviously, you know, I can dish out a few whippings before I go to bed. You know what I mean? Gurav Sharma, Calcio Podland episode is on the Sarri news. Okay. Well, thank you for that. I'm going to be linking these guys in the community. Hey, you guys. I'm going to end the stream now, actually. But before I go, I just want to be very real with you guys. You know what I mean? I think, especially in particular, people that watch the live streams, maybe, you know, I see you guys as not hardcore. That sounds like too beggy. You know what I mean? Hardcore's too beggy. I don't like that. Dedicated is a much nicer word. You know what I mean? So I like that. Dedicated. So this is why a lot of times in streams I will say stuff that I'm not going to put in videos, or I will hint at stuff I will speak about later and stuff like that, because, you know, most people that watch the videos, you know, I mean, they don't hear anything really. You know what I mean? A few guys that come on the streams, you're the ones that actually care about what I'm saying. So that does mean a lot. I'm not going to lie. But I want to keep it real. Tomorrow I will be doing a sponsored video. It's no betting company. It's with Amino Apps. So basically Amino Apps is an app. It's basically a community app where you guys can interact. Obviously there's a chat page for you guys to, you know, and the reason why I picked Amino was the fact that I thought it could be a place for subs who want to speak to each other, because really the only times people have like to talk to each other is through live stream chats. If you don't want to be at some crazy hours in the morning typing non-stop, then Amino Apps could be the place where a lot of you guys, you sign up to it, you know, join obviously my Amino page, and yeah, you start interacting, you can start posting. There's a lot of quizzes, competitions and stuff, and yeah, I'm going to be promoting that tomorrow. I'll be real, ideally I would like to try and get 1,000 downloads. So obviously you guys, it's only an app, there's no cost towards it or nothing. If you want to obviously like help a brother out and support, because obviously every time someone downloads Amino Apps, that gets registered, and obviously when it gets registered, obviously I'm going to get paid, and I'll disclose to you how much I'm going to get paid for it. I mean, it's nothing crazy, to be honest. It is going to be like it's $250, and every time I get 10,000 views, it's like another £50. So it's nothing amazing, it's nothing crazy. But the only reason why I picked them over some other companies, because I've got companies that try to sell me, you know, buy fake football shirts, some next scams here, this and that, which pay a lot more, which I don't take. Obviously I picked Amino Apps because I thought it could be useful to you guys. So if you want to help a brother out tomorrow, so it's just a download, that's what it is. It'll be in the link in the description, a download. I'd appreciate that if you guys wanted to back me like that. But yeah, you guys, Niiniifc is glush, bro, I don't want to be disrespecting the German language. I've got family from Germany, but yeah, nah, I can't be disrespecting it. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to end the stream. Like I said, if you guys, tomorrow when I release that video for the Amino Apps, I'd love if you guys could download it just to back me. I'd appreciate that a lot. I was honest with you guys, I told you how much I'm getting, stuff like that. Every time I get a download, obviously it does help in terms of if I can do future stuff with them. And yeah, and obviously thank you to everyone that sent me super chats today, means a lot. Thank you to all you guys that just come here so we just talk, answer your questions. Sorry to everyone that I can't answer everything. I know it gets quite annoying. That's the main reason why I want to do 2 streams a week, because that way I feel like I can get through a lot more questions than I normally can. But anyway, you guys, like I said, I'm put my Xbox gamer tag here. If anyone wants to get smacked on FIFA before I go to bed, be my guest. And hey, you guys in the comment section, let me know right now before I go. Is that new Kanye West album out now? Was that what Kristen was alluded to? Is there like a new Kanye album out tonight or something? Because if there is, I'm going to be... Okay, thank you, Gurav, bro. But yeah, is there a new Kanye album out now? I don't think there is there? Let me go on Spotify quick, actually. Because if that is the case, then tonight is going to be pretty lit. Can't lie. Come on. Let me find out. Okay, is there... I don't think there is. Okay, I don't think there is then. Alright, you guys, I was just literally just been talking shit then, so I'm sorry for that. Nope, J Huss. Hey, I might have to listen to a bit of the old J Huss in that. Why not? ASAP Rocky, yeah, I heard that. Okay, cool, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Anyone wants to get smacked on it's a midnight for the US, so not out till tomorrow then. Okay, that's alright then, that's alright. But yeah, if you want to get smacked on FIFA, I'm about to turn this Xbox on so I can hand out a few editions, you know what I mean? I've been getting pissed off with a lot of the stupid comments online I've been getting recently. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to take my anger and frustration out on you guys. But you guys, I'm going to bounce. I need to start preparing, getting these fingers and these thumbs ready. It's been a long time since I've been using them, you know, so it's time to get into business. Thank you for watching. I'm Niiniifc. I'll have 2 videos out tomorrow. Download them, you know, apps when I release that. You guys are the